My dad got my mom pregnant and never told anyone in his family that I exist. This is what it feels like to be kept a secret your whole life. When I was a kid, I knew I had a dad in Ireland. All I really knew about my dad was that he dated my mom and didn't want to be my dad. I grew up in a pretty religious family, so of course I also knew my dad was a sinner. My dad had a child out of wedlock, and I wasn't sure if God would ever forgive him for that sin. Even though I knew my dad's first name, I would often pretend my dad was actually a famous Irish soccer player from the FIFA video games I used to play, like Damien Duff or Robbie Keane. It's one thing to be adopted, it's another to be kept a secret. And the shame of being kept a secret eats at you for your entire life. I don't know why my dad has kept me a secret for so long. I have to imagine it has something to do with shame he might be feeling. But in any case, I have held on to the shame of being a secret since I was a child. And that shame affects more than just me. It affects my family. Like, don't get me wrong. It sucks to feel like you might never be able to meet your dad. But it sucks even worse to feel like your kids will never be able to meet their grandfather. My life has felt like a relentless struggle to earn the validation of a man I've never met. A man I don't know anything about. Because the worst feeling in the world is the feeling that you get when you realize someone doesn't want the world to know about you. And I've heard it all. I've heard he's not your real dad. He doesn't deserve you. Your real dad is the man who raised you. I've tried believing all of these things, but believing in any of these things doesn't change the reality that I have been kept a secret and I'm still being kept a secret to this day. I've tried reaching out. I've tried getting in touch with members of my dad's family, my extended family, but the reality is that the only way for me to not be a secret is not to gaslight myself into believing I'm not being kept a secret, but to show up in a place where I know I would be unwelcome. For my entire life, I've imagined the day that I would meet my father and believed that any opportunity I had to make that happen, I would take. But yet last year, I had the chance to meet my dad and denied myself that opportunity. And I've been kicking myself about it ever since. There's this weird feeling I have that the only way I can show my dad love is to keep his secret because that's the only thing I know about him. I imagine he doesn't want me around. It's all stupid and along with this. If you know someone who's adopted or who's been kept a secret from other people, whether they're 100 years old or 5 years old, tell them the truth. People deserve to know information about their identities, and people should not have to carry the weight of being kept a secret.